Sorry for the bad quality right now. My lights out. Yeah, just this is probably my first dipping video. Next video, I'm gonna try to light in. I'm gonna say three things that I've gotten over the time. My three favorite dip that I like to do. Let's see if I can grab the other cans. Let's see where I put them. Okay, the three dips that I recommend to try. Yeah, I'm not. I got like a bunch of bottles, so yeah. So now the first can that I ever gotten and ever bought was this Timberwolf. Now, long cut. Now, let me just tell you about this. Very good. It's wintergreen. Not much to say about it. It's empty. Now, if you ever want to buy your first can of dip, I would go to this. Now, I would say, yeah, well, buy one can of this, not like 3 cans at once, like I did. Yeah, they're $1 off at any retail store. Just after this. Now, yeah, it does say this product is not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Smokeless tobacco is addictive. I dipped a half can of first time dipping for 6 months. I've been doing this for 6 months. Then I transitioned to kayak, fine cut moist snuff. Now this is pretty good. I like it. Yeah, let me just tell you, this is pretty good crap here. Now another can. I got 4 cans here actually. Now, the first can, the second can that this is, the Timberwolf was the first can that I bought. Then it was Kayak. I tried Kayak for like a week. Like it. Not my go-to dipping for me. You may like it, but I don't like it as much as Skull's Mint and Copenhagen Long Cut Wintergreen. This is also long cut. Now, yeah, these don't have metal stuff on it. Now, if you ever want to get a can of dip, I would buy like the metal kind. The other part is plastic, but the top is metal. Now, how you know it's metal? It's when you, yeah, it has that little, you flick it, it does sound like metal. Now, I recommend these two, mostly. You can see that. Copenhagen. I mean, it's kind of shiny. That's actually, Kayak is pretty good. But back to these two here. Skull Long Cut Extra. It's pretty good. Now this is a lot stronger than Skulls. Now, the reason this is stronger than Skulls, now, let me just tell you. Your first time dipping, don't go straight to this. Go straight to this. Anything that you may want to buy, go to this. It's a lot stronger. No, less stronger than this. So, these two are the most strongest ones that I have right now. I don't know when I'm going to get more. Yeah. I recommend these two to start off with. Buy 1 can of this, but don't buy, if you don't like snuff, buy anything that's not snuff for Kayak. I recommend Long Cut for this, because Long Cut is a better alternative than snuff, because it's a very fine cut. Now I can show you how fine it is. If I can find me a can that I cracked. Now, this. Now this is an uncracked can. This is a cracked can. I haven't smoked. I haven't dipped much out of this, but that. Well, nice. Now I just made a mess here. Just like get all into my carpet there. Now this is very fine cut. Now, before I show you, I ain't dipping right now. I'm just like spitting the excess spit. Now this is a very fine cut. If you can see that, I mean that is like moist, like very fine cut. How would you dip snuff? Instead of a normal can of dip, you don't want to do this. Because when you pack it, you want to like use these two and like shovel it in. Most people know. If you're a first dipper, people prefer the side. I prefer this because I do got a missing finger. Now, when you're doing this, shovel it right underneath, not to a loose part. You want to either do this side or this side. Sometimes I would do the middle. But it's perfect if you want to do the side because you can take your finger and then just do this. And then you want to very moist. That's how big it is. Now, repack this. Now this is a very fine cut. I'm talking about very fine. You don't want to dip much of this. The more dip you do, this is strong, but not as strong as Timberwolf. This is a less stronger than this, but I do recommend these two cans. I also recommend these two if you want to transition from Timberwolf Kayak to these two, Skull and Copenhagen One Cut Wintergreen. Now, how you want to pack it? Let's take if you don't know how to pack, if you're your first time dipping, take your finger. If you have 4 fingers like me, it will help. But how I do it like this, and I put. If you have 5 fingers, you want to use it like this, and then hold your thumb here, and then like pack. Now, how people do all sorts of packing with their dip. Now, I will go 1, 2, 3. That's a good dip. That's a good thing. Now, for sometimes if you first open it up, it's gonna pack very well. But as you dip, it's gonna affect you pretty much. Now, I like to get like a little triangle. Put that in your mouth. You don't want as much. As much as you can. But also, don't be afraid to put more in if you don't like the size that you got. My size that I do for snuff, very small, like probably like that big. I don't like it as much as the other kinds. Because it does literally get in your teeth. Now, when you dip them, yeah, like I said, snuff is a very fine cut. Because when you do fine cut, I'm talking about very fine. The bigger pieces that you get out of this is a lot better than this. Now, I do recommend this because it's a lot less potent than Copenhagen Wintergreen. Now, I'll get to those in a minute. Snuff, let me just tell you, an uncut, a first can that you crack is a very good smell to it. If you don't like the smell of this, don't dip it. But I can smell it. If you gag, like if you don't gag like I just did, very good can of dip to buy. Now, moving along to the next can that I got not too long ago is this. Now, I only have a little bit left in here. I've already dipped some of that. Very minty. Now, I like this a lot better than the other two cans that I got. Here, like I said, this is a lot better can than any cans that I've actually bought in the past. Now, this, focus. Now, if you see right under here, if you can see that, it reads, "Warning, smoking less tobacco is addictive." Yes, but it's a very safe alternative than actual cigarettes. Because, you know, the smoke you get in your lungs, you're going to get asthma and all this stuff. Now this, very minty, let me just tell you. Very fine mint that's been cut in here. I'm talking about very fine. Very fine of the, you know, there's also Skull Peach, Skull Strawberry. For later videos, I'm actually going to buy that. That's just for another video. Now, there's just a regular Skull Mint. Now, you want to start off with Skull, just regular mint. I've actually transitioned from Skull Mint to Extra Mint. Now, today I got this Copenhagen Long Cut Wintergreen. This is a very good, I'm talking about very good. Now, if it's your first time, it is going to make you a little nauseated. Yeah, you're going to get headaches, you're going to get all this type of stuff. Now, if you realize something with this type of thing, yeah, people say, oh, you're going to get mouth cancer. You won't. That's just dead skin in your mouth. That will go away over time. It depends how long you dip. If you dip for like 10 years, you're not going to have that there. I've been dipping for like, I'll say 6 months. Well, actually, no. Be honest, I've been dipping for like a year. But 6 months, I've been dipping different cans. The first can, like I said, I ever bought was Timberwolf. Now, I've been doing Timberwolf for a year. Last 6 months, like in a year, I transitioned from that to Kayak. Then I transitioned to Skull Extra Mint. Now, each time we buy a can of dip, different brands, it's going to have a different type of cut. Every can you got has they either more in it or less in it. Depends what you buy. Now, if you like the cans that you buy, it's just how you do it. It's just, how you just go at it. If you don't want to, like, take a long sniff at it, you will get, nauseated. Just, like I said, sniff it for a couple seconds. Either through the can, crack, open the can, or sniff it. Sometimes I like to smell it out of here. You can get that little smell out of it. Well, and for the next video, I'm going to talk about Copenhagen. So stay tuned in that next video. I'm out. And this is Red Skull 505, and I'll see you later.